Hello. I'm trying not to sit with this line in my face, so that's why I'm like towards this end of the video. So sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Today I'm going to talk about how to approach people, which obviously is not something that people with Aspergers generally are good at or can cope with. I can't remember who asked me to do a video about this. I have looked through my comments to try and find that person to mention them, but I can't find the comments, so sorry. But yeah, that's what inspired me to do this video anyway. So, I mean, I'm not very good at approaching people, and in a lot of ways that's kind of disadvantaged me or made things more difficult for me in social situations. Yeah, like I just find it to be a really difficult, exhausting, confusing thing. So when I'm meeting new people, or I start a new job or whatever the situation like that, I tend to just keep myself to myself and wait for other people to come and talk to me. And sometimes I think, like, I'm going to sit back a bit actually. Sometimes I think that people must think that I'm being rude or aloof, or like I'm too good for everybody else, that kind of thing, and it's not like that at all. It's just because I find it really, really scary to go up to people and start a conversation. I hardly ever start conversations with people. But there are some. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with this screw on the floor. So, yeah, there are a few things that can be helpful in, approaching people. One of the things is, if you see that they're wearing a t-shirt with something you're interested on, like I'll look at somebody with a band t-shirt and then dive in head first, pretty much. If it's a band I like, that starts a conversation. It's something to talk about, and it's something to talk about that isn't menial, mundane bullshit like small talk kind of stuff. To me, that is good conversation, which is worth putting the time and energy in for. And for you, it could be a football team, it could be a film or television program, something like that. It just helps you to find common ground with people, and then you can just take it from there, really. So another thing is, another option is, as boring as it is and as pointless as you might think it is, I certainly do, just try and teach yourself how to do small talk, like basic things to say when you come into work in the morning or whatever. If it's a Monday or Tuesday, how was your weekend, that kind of stuff. The World Cup's on at the moment. Have you watched the match? I personally don't ask that question because I haven't got a clue about football and I've got no interest in it whatsoever, so what's the point in talking about it? Any current affairs happening in the world, what somebody's got for the lunch, say, oh, that looks nice, that smells nice. Just stuff like that, really. And I think over the years I've observed, which I'll come to in a bit, I've observed people and the things that they say to each other in conversation, and kind of internalise that for my personal use. And what I've found is there is a cut-off point. So I know, or I can think of, off the top of my head, a few small talk phrases, a few things to say that can break a silence if you're in a room with somebody and they're not talking, and you want to make it less awkward. But then after that, I just haven't got anything left. So I can't keep using the same thing over and over again, because that would just make me look stupid, and I don't want to do that, because why would I? So yeah, that is kind of a limited option, but still an option nonetheless. So, and it also helps you develop your social skills as well, because in any situation really where you're meeting new people or you're socialising with people that you don't know very well, it is kind of like an important aspect of conversation. So yeah, that's that one. The next tip I'd give you is to observe other people. You already do that already, probably. I don't know. It's something that I've done since I was a little girl. You know, copying people on TV and in films, which often resulted in some embarrassing situations when I was younger. Then I grew up and figured that that isn't really the real world, and I probably shouldn't say things and act the same way as people in films and TV would do. Really fucking embarrassing. But yeah, I'll just look at people and how they, you know, like the body language and stuff, and how they react to certain things, and, you know, things that people say, and then again internalize that, like I do with the small talk, and then you can use that as well. A lot of the time, if I can't find common ground with somebody, and there isn't something obvious to talk about that stands out to me about the person that I can then use, you know, in an up and coming conversation, I'm going to be honest with you, like, I'll probably be really quiet, and, you know, yeah. So another way to approach somebody is to use somebody else, i.e. somebody that's more outgoing, that's got a bigger personality, you know, maybe a friend or somebody you're out with, particularly like if you're approaching somebody that you fancy. You know, if you just go over with your friend and start talking to them, and then your friend could lead the conversation maybe. I know that in social situations where I've met new people, my boyfriend has been really helpful, because he has quite a big personality, and he'll just be including me and stuff, and, you know, come here and meet so and so, and then he'll say, oh, Anna does this or whatever, and so does that, and then, you know, kind of ease me into the conversation a bit. Whereas if I was on my own, then I'd just be like, I'm going home now. So yeah, those are 4 things, because I can't think of any others, that I feel are good strategies for approaching people. Thank you for watching. Bye.